The Summer Olympics countdown is officially on. This final year of training will go fast for Team USA. Joining us now, NBC Olympic primetime host Mike Tirico from Paris. Thanks for the time.
Cheryl, good to be with you. I know you've been to a few Olympic Games. This one is one to have on your bucket list for sure.
Oh, I absolutely cannot wait. That setting behind you just makes us all excited. It feels like there's a different energy, different excitement around these Olympics. Do you feel that as well?
No doubt, Cheryl. Look, the last three Olympics were in Asia, so far away for Americans, and then the last two, with COVID, no fans in the stands for the most part. This has Europe very accessible. So many Americans come to Paris on a regular basis during the summer anyway, and then the fans, the Parisians, have gobbled up tickets, and people around the world have gotten their chance to get some tickets when they've been put on sale. So I think from all of those perspectives, post-pandemic, fans in the stands, Paris, what more could you ask for?
The motto is so fitting. The motto is games wide open. More than 7 million tickets sold already, and we expect a lot of Americans to travel to cheer Team USA on in person there.
I think we'll see that, Cheryl, too, especially given what the last few games have meant with how far the trip was. And it's the parents that I'm excited for the most, the athletes who have worked so many years, and if the parents who've gotten up all those mornings to take them to practice. Well, a lot of them didn't get the opportunity to go to Pyeongchang or to Tokyo or to Beijing. Getting here to France will be a little bit different. So I expect we'll see a lot of red, white, blue, not just the colors of the French flag, but also the red, white, blue of the Stars and Stripes as well in the 366 days from now.
That's such an important point. I know it was hard for family members to watch so far away, so to be there in person will be so spectacular. You know, the Summer Olympics are huge here in Atlanta. We really have this embarrassment of riches in Georgia for Olympic talent, women's soccer, track and field, swimming. I'm thinking about Nick Fink, Chase Kalish. So we absolutely can't wait for these games.
Yeah, Kelly O'Hara, you mentioned soccer. Brody Malone, gymnastics. He's one that I'm watching. He did his college gymnastics at Stanford, was an NCAA champion, and with his roots from Somerville there, he's an athlete who we really want to watch because he was really on that trajectory where he's somebody who can compete for medals and had an injury last year. So this is an important year for him to get back to where he was before he got injured, because that's somebody you could see as another Georgian representing the USA on the platform when the medals are handed out. And by the way, when athletes win medals, some of the celebration the next day is going to happen at a plaza right behind us at the base of the Eiffel Tower. So it's an extra bonus. Have a medal around your neck and the Eiffel Tower as the background for the picture. It's a pretty darn cool keepsake to have forever.
How neat that this games really, Paris will be a character of the games. So many of the competitions happening within the city at iconic places.
Absolutely. You talked about the Eiffel Tower a moment ago. That's where beach volleyball is. Bring some sand in, bring a net, DJ, stands, and we'll have the beach volleyball competition for the Olympic gold right at the base of one of the most iconic images in all of the world. Then you'll have at Place de la Concorde, it's one of the plazas here, one of the very famous plazas that has centuries of history. We're going to have some modern sports like 3-on-3 basketball, BMX cycling, and breaking, which you might refer to as break dancing. That's an Olympic sport. There's a world championships for it. There are great competitors, great athletes, including some from the U.S. So a lot of the mix will include the background of one of the most photographed and beautiful cities in the world. What a perfect recipe for these games to come back to what we've known for so many of our years growing up as kids.
Mike, and the first time an equal number of male and female athletes in an Olympic Games.
That is something that the IOC has been very focused on doing, and they've really put it to practice. And the beneficiary of that in some ways is Team USA. If you think back over a half century to when Title IX started, you see it at Georgia and Georgia Tech, the great women's teams at both schools, and we see it with Team USA in the basketball success that got started back from the Atlanta Games and the women's soccer that we talked about before. Team USA's women's teams are so strong, and the individual athletes like Katie Ledecky in the pool, and to have an equal number of medals and opportunities for women athletes as male athletes, that's the right thing to do, and it just kind of points towards where these Olympic Games should be and where they've actually arrived to. They've set it as a goal and reached it in so many ways, which is kind of cool to see.
And we all get to watch history unfold together a year from now. NBC Olympic primetime host Mike Tirico, thanks so much.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you all here in Paris in a year.
We look forward to it too. Thanks a lot.
Next summer, The City of Light will open its arms to the world, and Paris will have a starring role in this grand global spectacle. With the Seine as a launching point for a summer-long celebration in an opening ceremony unlike any we've seen before. From the red clay of Roland-Garros to the sprawling grounds of Versailles and the sweeping elegance of the Champs-Élysées, Paris will welcome more than 10,000 athletes whose dreams will come to life on these city streets with history, legacy, and gold medal streaks at stake. Their families, friends, and fans will fill the French capital in full-throated support and celebration as the Games take center stage in this spectacular city. The Paris Olympics and Paralympics in the summer of 2024.